minus Karentan, minus Matmata. Leningrad was also banned, as we see, minus Donville. So maybe we'll find ourselves on either Burgundy or Tujain, because Breakout was also banned. So two of my favorite maps. These guys really know how to spoil me here on the stream. We're fantastic to once more see Burgundy, but also would be a very, very nice to see Tujain, the map that we are already on. It is fantastic. It is very nice. Also, a bit of the quicker map. Okay, Rail ban. I forget that it's 9 map veto, so it will be a bit longer. Okay, but sticking by Group B, we've already seen Armia winning 13-3 against Snoopy. I just have to confirm that I'm a human. And okay, so Super Qualities won 13-5 against RIP. Team Aisho won 13-2 against Live for Esports. And Connection Gaming won 13-8 against Mev Kings. Okay, Burgundy is banned, so I think we'll be actually staying on Tujain, if I'm not mistaken. As I've seen the veto, okay, I haven't seen anyone banning this map. I'm not sure if any of the maps is still available to take. Burgundy, Donville, Breakout is banned, Matmata, Railyard, Leningrad, Canton, Train. Okay, I think we are staying here. So, we are ready to start match number 2. eSuba versus CITRONS team, and we are staying on Tujain. Fantastic map, fantastic teams, and fantastic players from eSuba. Tsars, Dodlice, Haharus, Duriel, and Enrai, and from CITRONS, Heretic, Nitrix, Goddess Fight, and Ixera. And we'll see who will come on top of this game. By far, Dodlice and Tsar. Fantastic start from eSuba, getting already 2 eliminations. Axis. Great start, not letting CITRONS near the side, near anything. Might cause any danger, cause any trouble to eSuba. Fights, sticking with that scope. He did see something, but Dudlice was just too quick. Tasser with another one, and now it's the scope player staying all by himself. Fantastic quick scope, Tasser already found. So it will be the first elimination to the allies, but it is not enough. Very nice movement coming in from the CITRONS player. He is aware that someone is nearby and a fantastic headshot, but he's already find himself in trouble. One of the players from behind, and Enrai will be getting this elimination. Fantastic quick shot coming from the Axis player to find the last elimination of round 1. And eSuba with the first points of the game. We did see the very quick start coming from the Axis here. A very aggressive take. Nice shortcut taken near the A sides. Letting eSuba players find those quick eliminations from the roofs. And Tasser once again being the one getting the entry kill. Doriel as well. Hopping with another kill for his team. Doriel. A very nice position taken, and those roofs are so deadly for CITRONS players. eSuba just getting kill after kill after kill, and CITRONS being completely defenseless in this spot. Duriel, what a shot to finish the round. A great start by eSuba. 2 very dominated rounds coming from the Axis. CITRONS struggling a lot. There are nades, there are smokes as well. Smokes might be needed here, and now Heretic finally finding Tasser. He was causing some trouble in the beginning of those rounds, especially with the fact how dominating those beginnings were. CITRONS have to play around it. Maybe bait eSuba into coming to them, or maybe try to push even harder, or maybe try to find another route. Right now we see that already Heretic is on the A side, and will be surprising Dudlice for his team to finally get an advantage. 3 versus 2. There are still some nades saved up for this moment. We are not finding any eliminations, but Heretic definitely is another kill coming from a CITRONS player, and now it's only Duriel in the 1 versus 3. He couldn't find himself getting any eliminations at the beginning of the round, and right now he will not be able to fight against all of the allies stuck here. Beautiful positioning in this post plant coming in from the CITRONS, getting them the first point of this match, a very important one. So eSuba won't get the full momentum. So eSuba won't get so accelerated in this game. And a nice adaptation coming from CITRONS. That's the middle is smoked, but they are forcing the scope, forcing Taster to go much, much higher and expose himself to the allies to get them a chance of fighting back in a much better way than try and lure him out from his cover. Even though that they found a way around the scope, it still seems like it's not enough because it's 3 versus 2, fantastic nades, and also a great push by Haharus, letting them get a huge advantage from round number 4. Fight is fighting, 1 versus 3. Very far from the side, and it will be another point taken by eSuba. So they are keeping the 2-point advantage live. And they will try to do their best to not let CITRONS near this score. A really quick nade barrage coming from CITRONS and from eSuba apparently. But it is a quick push to the A side. It's kind of the weak spot of eSuba, as we see more and more trouble caused here by the allies. And this round is just a wipeout coming from the CITRONS. Only Dadlice was able to found 1 elimination, but it is too late and it shouldn't be enough to even give him a chance in this round. 4 players covered by the smoke, now only 3, since Dadlice is able to win this duel with Nitrix. But the positions are just fantastic. Triangle. Try and cover every position. Also, there is a grasp of information where Dadlice will come from. And definitely not enough time for eSuba player to get this bomb defused, but he's not even getting past the first one, covering this side. Goddess with a quick kill. And a fantastic fast round coming from the CITRONS A side, the closer one. Definitely one that was not covered enough by eSuba's. CITRONS weren't causing that much trouble here, and now very fast trade. In the first seconds of the round, Haharus with an 8 on the fight, but Heretic finding Taster in revenge. We see that the scope player of eSuba is completely locked out of the game for the last few rounds. He was able to find elimination now and then, but it's not as dominating as the first 2 points of the game. Haharus. A great scope on Nitrix. He didn't have much frame time to find elimination here, and Ray as well. And now we see much more courage here coming from eSuba on the A side. Goddess, fantastic timing found by CITRONS player Duriel. Not letting that victory sink in for any more seconds, finding refrag almost immediately after Goddess got that elimination. Now only Heretic in the 1 versus 3 spot nearby the ally spawn. He will try to find himself a way to separate all of those 3 players to make this 1 versus 3 3 1v1s. And he's nearby the first one. Already found Haharus, and it's a quick shot to clean the side quickly. And maybe give himself some time to plant before eSuba players are able to get here and close him on through 2 sides. The bomb is already ticking, 55 seconds on the clock, and Dadlice used the first moment where CITRONS player picked Heretic, did not have any chances in this duel. As fast as we've seen this pick, as fast as it was possible, eSuba found the elimination. And once more, it's 2 points lead coming from the Axis, 4-2. But this match seemed like it will be definitely the closer than the one we've seen earlier on the stream. CITRONS waiting out the nades. Not give any easy kills to eSuba players. Goddess, low on HP, waiting to recover and looking for that fight in the smoke. He's pushing with the shotgun. Those narrow alleys are fantastic for that kind of gameplay, for that kind of players that really love to go and find a strong impact. But now in the close combat, Enrai is able to surprise him and get the entry kill of round number 7 for eSuba. And we see that even though that CITRONS completely changed their approach, eSuba is adapting and also going with much slower pace here. With the near perfect line, broke only by Haharu's spot. Playing from behind the tank on the A side, and Duriel, Taser, those eliminating are including one after one fights. Finally getting something for CITRONS, but it seems like a tough challenge to try and overcome all 4 of eSuba players. Especially that Enrai finds fights on the roof, a very open position coming from CITRONS player, and eSuba, knowing all of those angles, able to take advantage of it, and from the covers finds both of CITRONS players completely defenseless against those shots. 5 versus 2, 5-2 as well in the score. And we'll see CITRONS will decide to go back to the faster style of playing, because now it is a very quick push going to the middle, but it also a quick knockdown coming from eSuba players. Only like Xera fighting back. This was a very tough spot to fight both of those positions in the same time. He was able to get that lace down, but in the same time another player was pushing him. He was not able to push the scope fast enough to get chance of fighting another duel. 6-2, eSuba getting much more comfortable with the score. Much more comfortable with the Alxis side and fight. What a start from CITRONS player. Now eSuba trying to dismantle this advantage, and it is absolutely possible for them. A very quick triple from the trio that lies Duriel and Enrai. Now Duriel, a bit of the trouble momentarily. Cover from Enrai is coming here, and Enrai will try to go for the push. He's able to get Xera down half HP, and even though Xera was trying to lure him out and bait him, and to set a trap, to lie down and then find the angle, and then being able to get those HP down. Enrai was able to predict this and react quickly enough. Heretic tried to do something to make the best possible scenario, the best possible outcome of this situation, but still Enrai was able to get another kill. Fantastic round from him and a fantastic match, 9-5. Great statistics, and from the CITRONS side, right now we see 2 players that are trying to dominate the match, that are trying to fight back, and are able to go head-to-head with eSuba players when it comes to those eliminations, but only Heretic and Fighter are able to do that, and it might not be enough. Especially that no matter which eSuba player you are trying to zone out, it seems like the rest that are staying are still very much capable of completely dominating the round. We've seen them coming even back from the 3-5. Last round where a fight found a fantastic start of the rounds. And if you see them doing so well in the situations where they are the ones being pushed against the wall, you also expect them to do even better. They are the ones setting the rules here, when they are the ones dominating. 1 versus 2 fight, already found 1 elimination, and that's clutch. He's able to find another. Now it's only 1 versus 1, but Haharus is really close. And I think it might be a huge surprise, and he's going for the bash! Oh! Some style points even coming here for the eSuba player, 8-2. And the start of the match was very close. We've seen eSuba struggling a lot with CITRONS. Those first 2 rounds were indicating that eSuba might dominate, but then CITRONS finding a great way to fight back, a great way to completely block faster way of playing with the scope. But eSuba was able to find their tempo and find themselves comfortable once more. And CITRONS, we've seen them playing fast, we've seen them playing slow. But We haven't seen them getting any more points because eSuba once again is able to completely dominate the rounds and not even let their enemies close to any of the bomb sites. 9-2 last round of the first half, and eSuba by far completely dominating the first side of Tujane, the Axis side, coming fantastic with a possibility of even going to the 2-digit score. CITRONS is able to find entry, but he's eliminated momentarily by Fight. Goddess, a great nade to clean that spot, and Xera right now winning a very important duel with that, as it leaves lots of space around the B side open. And also puts the rest of eSuba players in a very tough position where they might not be even able to fully rotate from this A side, since both Nitrix and Fight are covering the rotations from the roofs. Duriel, great nades. A great read on the position of one of the allies. Got is eliminated. It opens up a bit more space, especially that now Xera is down and Haharus. What a timing found by eSuba player. And the kill from Duriel might have been the crucial one, since Xera was the one supposed to plant the explosives. And now it turns out that from 4 versus 2, it's 1 versus 2, 3 eliminations consecutively found by eSuba, and Haharus getting the last one, since Fight was now in a tough spot that forced him to go straight to the side and plant the explosives. He wanted to win this way. If not, he also could have went for the hunt for the last 2 players, but it was much more risky. And a great comeback in the last round of the first half coming from eSuba. But now let's see how their offense will work, how they are planning to play the ally side on Tujane. Let's see all of the setups already. Haharus with the scope, a quick change from the first side, and Duriel. One of the nades will be successful here. The cooperation with another one, it's a great weight up. Not get baited into those grenades coming from the axis. And coming from roof to roof, a very quick push from CITRONS, switching from the scope to Garant on this ally side, and CITRONS also getting this player, sniping from the spawn, Xera and Goddess. Keeping the chances alive, cleaning both A side and B side pushes. But now the position of Xera is known. Goddess, a great help coming from his teammates. Now it's 2 versus 2. eSuba, they lost a huge advantage in this round. Dudlice, he's aware of the enemy there, and oh, a misinformation, because I think he might have been seen there, but still Goddess is not able to get a grasp of that information fast enough to be aware of the fact that he has an enemy on his back. And right now, Haharus just camping on the very short angle, completely surprising Xera in this duel. 11-2, eSuba completely dominating this match. From 3-2, they were able to win 8 rounds in a row. They are not letting CITRONS get anything for themselves. Heretic now with elimination, but CITRONS and Haharus, a very fast pace brought here by both teams, but Haharus, another fantastic nade, and Heretic, he was able to do a lot this round. 2 kills coming from the CITRONS player, but his position was well known, and they decided that he might have not moved, that he's keeping the same angle, and the nade was a quick punish coming from eSuba. Bomb is planted now on the A side. And a very important retake from both Nitrix and Xera. Nitrix already pushing to the side, but Enright already ready for the fact that the Axis are coming in. And Xera 1 versus 2 clutch to not let eSuba on the match points. But Haharus was just waiting for this exact moment, for this exact pick, ready with the scope and ready for the kill. 12-2, eSuba. Now with 10 match points to their name, with a huge potential to dominate this round. A great dodge by ally players. Let's see, CITRONS. Nice head coming here by Heretic, but CITRONS was able to actually revenge himself by throwing this nade. Fight and Duriel. Once again, we see lots of kills at the straight beginning of the round. But it's coming from the fact that eSuba is pushing very, very fast on this A side. God, it's a great push by CITRONS right now. Completely surprising eSuba players, but in the meantime, NRA was trying to sneak to the side. Great read by Xera to turn around and see that someone is sneaking on the B sides. So it is 12-3. It is CITRONS still fighting back. But it's a long way before them. To go up and tie this match. To not let eSuba find their second win of the day. Heretic once again being able to win the duel with Sasr. We do see some awakening of energy. We do see some awakening of strength coming from CITRONS playing the Axis. Right now, they need to hold the B side if they want to stand a chance in this round. We do see one player down by great comeback from Nitrix and Heretic. Aharus fighting fights in mid-rotation. But it's still a comfortable spot for CITRONS since they are one man up in this spot. They are still forcing eSuba to really try to clutch this one out. Haharus looking for that sneaky angles, looking for anyone that might not be covered enough. But now Dadlies getting completely obliterated by Nitrix, leaving their sniper 1 versus 3. At the moment it might be a very close duel with Nitrix. He's still waiting up on the roof, but he is also expecting that someone might be here. A great cover by Nitrix, getting them their 4th points. So eSuba, they were able to get pretty comfortably to the point number 12, but that's where the struggle is starting. Right now we have to do everything you can. You have to throw everything you have to be able to get this one. And now Heretic was responsible for those opening kills of the last rounds. Is able to strike once more. Harus eliminated by now, but we do see eSuba changing the tempo a bit. We do see they are going for a bit of a slower push. They are keeping much closer distance. But it's not a problem for both Xera and Gotis, who once again are doing a fantastic job mid-round, finding those 2 eliminations, leaving enemy in the tough spots, and everything might kinda go down to this duel, which Henry is able to win. Heretic surprised. He was hiding behind the van, hoping he might be able to surprise the attackers here, but in the meantime, Goddess found Duriel, and now it's Enrai against the ward. He is able to find one. And now 1v1 versus Xera for the victory, for the win. And Enrai is able to do is to secure the victory for eSuba to the score of 2-0 in the group stage. So eSuba will be the Czech team winning this fight, winning this duel.